Captain Elena Reeves stood on the bridge of the UNSC Defiant, her fingers drumming against the tactical console as she watched the holographic display. 16 Krell Dreadnoughts surrounded her ship in a perfect spherical formation, each one bristling with enough firepower to turn a moon into debris. "Status?" she asked, her voice steady despite the odds. "All systems nominal, Captain," Lieutenant Chen reported from the weapons station. "But we're still 43 minutes out from the slipspace node. If they fire," he didn't need to finish. Everyone on the bridge knew what 16 dreadnoughts could do to a single frigate. The Defiant was fast, well-armed for its size, but against this, it was a minnow surrounded by sharks. The Krell had been the dominant military power in the Perseus Arm for 3 centuries. Their technology was superior, their tactics refined through countless conquests. When humanity had stumbled into their territory 5 years ago, the Krell had expected another quick victory. They'd been disappointed. "Incoming transmission," Communications Officer Park announced. Elena nodded. On screen. The view screen shimmered, revealing the angular features of a Krell War Master. Its 4 eyes regarded her with what she'd learned to recognize as contempt. "Human vessel," the Krell's translator rendered its clicking speech into flat English. "You have violated hegemony space. Surrender your ship and your crew will be processed as prisoners. Resist and you will be atomized." Elena smiled, though her heart hammered in her chest. "War Master, we're passing through on a diplomatic mission to the Thornian Coalition. We've filed the proper transit requests. Request denied. You have 10 of your minutes to comply." The screen went dark. "Captain?" Chen's voice was tight. "Your orders?" Elena looked at the tactical display again. 16 dreadnoughts, each one 3 times the size of her ship. She thought of her crew, 147 souls who trusted her to bring them home. "Lieutenant Chen, prepare the Erebus protocol." The bridge went silent. Even the ambient hum of the ship's system seemed to pause. "Captain," her executive officer, Commander Marcus Webb, stepped closer and lowered his voice. "The Erebus protocol is experimental. Command hasn't even authorized field testing yet." "I'm aware, XO." Elena met his eyes. "But we both know we can't outrun them, and we definitely can't outgun them. It's Erebus or it's dying here." Marcus held her gaze for a moment, then nodded. "Aye, Captain." Chen's fingers flew across his console. "Erebus protocol armed and ready. We'll need 30 seconds to full implementation." "We don't have 30 seconds if they decide to fire early," Park said. Elena straightened. "Then we make them curious enough to wait. Open a channel." The Krell War Master reappeared on screen, all 4 eyes narrowed. "We're not surrendering," Elena announced. "But we're not running either. Instead, I want to show you something. Something that will change how you think about humanity." The War Master's mandibles clicked in what might have been amusement. "You have nothing we have not seen before, human. Haven't we?" Elena gestured to Chen, who initiated the first phase. "Erebus protocol execute." For a moment, nothing happened. Then across every Krell sensor, every scanner, every tactical system on all 16 dreadnoughts, the Defiant simply ceased to exist. Not destroyed, not cloaked in any conventional sense, just gone. As if it had never been there at all. On the bridge of the lead dreadnought, alarms shrieked. Sensor operators clicked frantically at their stations, recalibrating, rebooting, desperately trying to understand what had just happened. Visual tracking showed empty space where the human ship had been seconds before. Thermal signatures, nothing. Gravitational distortion, nothing. Not even residual radiation. The War Master's 4 eyes widened. In 3 centuries of warfare, the Krell had never lost complete sensor contact with an enemy vessel. Their technology could track ships through slipspace, could detect the faintest energy signature from light years away. But now, nothing. "Find them!" the War Master barked. "Full spectrum scan. Deploy sensor drones." Inside the Defiant, which hadn't moved a single meter from its position, Elena watched the Krell ships frantically deploying sensors, splitting formation, searching in every direction. "Erebus protocol holding stable," Chen reported, a hint of awe in his voice. "They have no idea we're here." The Erebus protocol wasn't a cloaking device, not in any traditional sense. It was something humanity's best physicists had stumbled upon while researching quantum communications. A way to shift a ship's quantum signature into a superposition state. To outside observers, the Defiant wasn't invisible. It simply didn't exist in any measurable state. Every sensor looking at their location saw only probability clouds that resolved to nothing here. The Krell ship spread out, their perfect formation dissolving into chaos. Some began firing ranging shots into empty space, desperately hoping to hit something, anything. "How long can we maintain this?" Marcus asked. "Theoretically, indefinitely," Chen replied. "But the longer we stay, the more power it draws. We're at 70% reactor capacity now." Elena nodded. "Plot a course through their formation to the slipspace node. Nice and slow. I want to walk right past them." Over the next 20 minutes, the Defiant glided through the Krell formation like a ghost through walls. The Dreadnoughts, still frantically searching, came within meters of the human ship without detecting it. At one point, a Krell vessel passed so close that the bridge crew could see its hull plating on the view screen. Finally, the Defiant reached the slipspace node. "We're clear, Captain," Park reported. "Node locked in. Drop Erebus protocol. Let's say goodbye." The Defiant shimmered back into existence on every Krell sensor simultaneously. Before the War Master could respond, Elena transmitted one final message. "Tell your hegemony. Humanity doesn't surrender. And we're just getting started." The Defiant jumped to slipspace, leaving 16 Dreadnoughts and one very confused War Master behind. In the ready room an hour later, Marcus poured 2 glasses of actual whiskey, a luxury on long voyages. "To the Erebus protocol," he said, raising his glass. Elena clinked hers against his. "To humanity. We might not have the biggest ships or the most experience, but we've got something they don't." "What's that?" She smiled. "We're unpredictable. And that's the most dangerous thing in the galaxy." Behind them, through the viewport, stars stretched into lines as the Defiant raced home with news that would change the war. The Krell could be beaten. Not through superior firepower or ancient technology, but through human ingenuity and the willingness to try something no one had ever done before. The tide was turning, and the galaxy would never be the same.